in and I already got 1 or 2 or 3 bookings. But for the people that get started with the photo booth business during slow season, it's like you won't see leads, you won't see inquiries, you won't see any bookings. And it's scary because if you have no experience and you've never been in the industry, you don't realize that there's actually slow seasons like you just said.
Yeah.
So now that I've been in business for a full 2 years, now I get to weather it and not overthink things in a negative way. And thinking like, oh man, maybe I'm just not doing a good enough job. But what I like about what you just mentioned is that slow season is the perfect season for the photo booth business owner to really work on the infrastructure, work on their marketing, work on their ads, maintenance their equipment, come up with a real good plan, and then tackle that plan. Because what happens is when it gets busy, bro, we don't have time to do almost anything.
Dude, it's just back-to-back events, back-to-back, driving everywhere, loading everything back up.
Emails, overlays, text messages.
It's a lot. But like this past December, dude, crazy.
November, December was fucking October, November, December.
Dude,
right?
Absolutely insane, bro.
Tell me a little bit about your October, like your fourth quarter.
Starting in October, it started picking up a bit, Halloween events, things like that. And then November, honestly, for me, it was like kind of like this. October, November, December, dude. It was just, December was insane. I think I had like 10 events, 12 events in December.
Jeez.
Dude, it was absolutely insane, yeah.
And those events, those inquiries and events that you got in December, you notice you got inquiries for January too, like for the New Year's?
Yeah.
Did you feel it where you were getting so many inquiries for New Year's Eve that you regret not raising your prices for that day?
100%.
So we need to start
100%.
coming up with premium pricing for certain holidays.
Yeah, exactly. I think Christmas, New Year's, are definitely top 2.
Did you work all holidays?
Christmas Day.
Like you personally?
I didn't. Yeah. Oh, Christmas Day I didn't.
Okay.
Christmas Eve and New Year's Day, yeah. Or New Year's Eve, yeah.
Okay. And it's your full first year as a photo booth business.
Full first year, yeah.
Okay. So Victor, what do you feel you should do now to grow your business? I know you're doing things right now during slow season. Can you walk us through what someone should consider doing? Because I don't really believe that anyone should do something specifically, but I do feel like everyone has a certain way to get leads in business, so we can learn from everybody. And so right now, as it is slow season, and the slow season is usually January, and then you start getting increased February, March.
Yeah.
Right? So right now in January, what are you doing and what would you recommend people do?
So right now, one thing I've always wanted to do is just revamp my website, right? Because we know the website, you mentioned this in one of your videos before, your website is kind of like your moneymaker while you sleep, right? So some people get leads off of word of mouth, things like that, just because of who they are as a person, Okay. But when people don't know you, and when they look at your website is basically like your front persona in a way.
Sure.
If it's messy, they're not really gonna want to book, right? But if it's organized, fun, there is gonna be more
captivating.
Yeah, captivating, exactly. Yeah. So I feel like I want to revamp my website, get a professional to do it, just so those leads that come in, they transfer more over to bookings.
Yeah, so definitely you're working on your website, you're beautifying it, and also making it, like you said, more captivating that entices the actual browser, the person who's actually considering your business, to say, this place looks like they know what they're doing.
Exactly.
They have their contact information everywhere. Let me either give them a call, or because their booking process seems so painless, let me just book right now. Because I think one of the best things, Victor, and let me know if you had this experience, is waking up in the morning, looking at your phone, and realize that someone booked. Without calling you, without messaging you, without emailing you.
Exactly.
It just says notification booked, and it shows their first name, last name, how many hours. For me, that right there is that's the beautiful. It's almost like when I was doing Amazon FBA, and I would wake up to how many units sold, and Amazon would do all the shipping for me.
Yeah.
Well, my website did all the booking for me and all the information for me. And so I totally agree that people should be working on their website periodically, maybe every quarter. But cool, man. Thank you for sharing that part. What else are you doing, Victor?
Just SEO right now. SEO is I feel like one of the most important, if not the most important thing when it comes to business owners.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you know, what if the regular person, oh, I have a wedding coming up, I want to book a photo booth. What's the first thing they do? They go on Google, through a photo booth near me, or photo booth Orange County, 360 photo booth rental.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're one of those businesses that rank at the top with those keywords, you're gonna do good. Right? You're gonna be the top ones. So I feel like that alone, it's something we should all work on, basically every day.
SEO. So
SEO.
I'll expand on that. That's actually really good that you bring that up. So when we talked about the website, about making it prettier and nicer with nicer pictures, better fonts, everything aligned and just compressed where it's like it really comes to life when you click on that, right? And also the site speed, how fast you can get the page to populate on your phone and on your desktop, that also matters, right? Site speed. But when it comes to SEO, one thing that I haven't shared with everyone just yet, but I'm doing it right now, and that's what matters, is build a location page for your website. So when you go on your website, and if you guys are, what I'll probably do, I know this is more for podcasts, but if you guys are watching this, what I'll do is I'll try to show you guys an example on the video where you have your website, Victor. Your website is gonna be showing about us, contact us, gallery, photo booth, pricing, and booking. And if you wanna go wild, you can add a blog to it, because when you add a blog to your page, now you're putting content with certain keywords, and that blog alone can get your website to get more views because that blog can actually rank on Google.
Yeah.
But even better than that, what I started doing, and this took me some time, but it's worth doing, build a location page on your website. So you open up a brand new page within your website, you name it locations, and within locations, you do a bunch of subpages for locations. So if you go to my website now, you go to locations, it says Rancho Cucamonga photo booth rental, Pomona photo booth rental, San Dimas photo booth rental. And these are all subpages. Each subpage has its own SEO with those keywords, content, and a video.
Really? I did not.
Exactly.
I did not
Bro,
know.
I'm bringing the fire this year, Victor. So you get to do all that. And if you're already paying for your website, why not make it more of an asset? So this costs nothing but time. And this is going to bring in a bunch of leads. So now, for example, just to give you an example, let's say you go on the Google search engine and you type in Calamesa photo booth rental. It'll show the header, the title of my subpage, and that takes you to my actual website. So even though my main page, my landing page, that's not the SEO for it, I can customize the SEO per page in the website. It's called a subpage.
Yeah.
And I know I'm verbally, and I know you kind of grasp it because you mess with your website, because every page on your website has its own SEO. And on top of that, you can change the tag URL to match that as well. So now your tag URL and your SEO and your H1 all matches, bro. So imagine using that. And how do I know this? We have to geek out, bro. Like you said, SEO is everything.
Yeah.
So for those listening to this right now, go on your website and do that. Do that, Victor, and it's gonna help you a bunch. And one more thing to put that shit on steroids is do this. So when you have your location page and you have a bunch of subpages for it, for your subpage, you can have a video that's hyperlinked to a video on YouTube. And then you title that YouTube video the same thing to match that actual subpage. So now you have what's called a backlink from YouTube pointing to your website and from your website pointing to YouTube.
Okay, damn, David, okay.
This is free, dog. So when you ask me, David, are you running ads? I always try to do the things that are gonna help me organically and long term, because ads, as great as they can be, yes, it's a lot of money up front, and it's a lot of running test A and test B, multiple ads at one time to see which one performs better. And then you get your winner. But by the time you get to your winner, you probably spend maybe $200. And you got to realize that it's like going to the casino and is putting money into a gambling machine until it pays off. But once you find that winner, Victor, you can push that ad as much as possible, and you can start targeting different demographics in different cities. Now, here's the thing. You shared that you opened up another Google profile page, right?
Yeah.
All right. So tell me a little bit about that, because we're gonna talk about it.